I'm Dee Jones with My Mardell Homeschool. Today I'm very excited to be bringing to you a new part of our Simple Plan collection, and it's our student planner. Last year at conventions, a lot of moms came up to us and asked us if we were going to offer a student planner. And so this year, this is exactly what we've done. We've created two looks for your students. One is this striped look here with the gray, and then we've got a more whimsical look that the girls really like. A few of us homeschool moms came together and started thinking about what we wanted to see in a student planner, recognizing that a planner is a great way to encourage planning, but also encourage organization. My oldest daughter was a planner. She could do it from the get-go and had no problems, was very organized, and it just came naturally to her. But for my other children, not so much, and it definitely was something that we had to work on and train and instill in them. And so using a Simple Plan student planner is a great way to do that with your kids. And so for that purpose, what we've done is we have fashioned the student planner after the mom's planner. And I'm going to show you right now as we walk through it exactly what I'm talking about and exactly how it could work for your student and you working alongside of them to help them to learn how to organize and plan for their school year. One of the things we really tried to focus on was keeping it simple. We wanted to just be able to focus on the academic school year, so you're not going to find a lot of fluff in this planner. It's going to stick to the point to be able to help work with your child on planning out their academic year and calendar. Starts out, and we just have a simple place for them to put their name and their information for their school year. The next section is a full glance of a complete year. Now, one of the nice things about this planner is that it does cover an entire year. So no matter when you start school, the calendar is going to last a year, and that's very different from most academic calendars that only cover 9 months. Underneath each one of these tabs, your student is going to have a section that's going to allow them the opportunity to think through their month before their month begins. And really, this is just a time to be able to think about what are some of the extra activities that they want to accomplish. Over here, we have a section called Reading List. This allows them to think through what books that they're going to read this month or that they need to be responsible to check out from the library if they're high school level. And you're just working with them, Mom, as you're doing your planning. You're helping them to be able to think through and own their own school year. A section that we've included in the student planner that's not included in the mom's planner is a section called Prayer Request and Answers. This is a section that allows the student to think through things that are on their heart and mind and write them down, pray about them through the month, and then write down how God answers those prayers. The next section underneath the student tab is a full monthly calendar. And this allows your student to be able to sit down and think of their month as a whole. And they need to write down any commitments that they have. And I think it's a great practice to sit down with your teenager or your preteen and start looking at your calendars together, filling them in, talking about the things that you're committed to, helping them to learn to weigh out their time and to really measure their availability to others as well. Now, the next section is really unique to planners, to student planners. What we have done is we have placed this in here so that as you are working on the weekly schedule for your child, they're able to dictate it into their notebook as well. And so using their schedule and their workload to be able to copy it over into their planner and to follow it helps them not only to own it, but it helps them to be able to see it, to organize their day, to be able to check off when they've accomplished it, and to really be able to keep record for themselves. And so we're really excited about this, and we hope that it'll be a great training resource for you as you are teaching your teen how to be responsible for their own schedule. Another feature on the weekly assignment page is that we've included a section over here for them to put their memory work. Now, this section can be used for anything you want it to be used for, really. But if they do work on memorization of scripture, if they work on poetry, whatever they may be doing, they can put that down there. And again, this becomes a record for them as well. You know, I did a lot of notebooking with my kids, and one of the wonderful things about notebooking is that you have a record of what they've done. And really, if they're keeping this planner and they're writing in the details of their school day and they're keeping track of things like memory work, reading lists, their activities, they're building a record for themselves of that school year. And the last section is a section called Final Thoughts. And we put this section in the planner so that it would be a time that after the school year is completed, that your student can reflect on the things that they've accomplished, that they can reflect on their year and have a place to write about it. You know, you may have some kiddos that this is not even enough space for them. They just want to keep writing. Or you may have some that writing a sentence or two is fantastic for them. Whatever works. But the point is that they take some time to reflect on their school year. They have a page called Things Accomplished, and this can be where they write down anything that they've accomplished that year that they're proud of. You know, maybe they've really worked hard on memory work, or you know, maybe they've won an award or something like that. This would be the place that they could journal about it or write it down. The next section is Things I Loved. You know, kids are passionate about many things. They're passionate about music, about art, about their friends, all of that. And so this is a place for them to write down the things that they loved this year. The next section is called Events. All of us have special events in our life that mean something to us. And this is a place that they can write down the events that they experienced this year. The next section is I Am Changed. This allows them to reflect on themselves and to think about what are some areas that they've changed in this year. What are some areas that they've grown in? And they're able to write down those thoughts. People I've met. And then a section for notes at the end. To learn more about a Simple Plan homeschool planner, visit your local Mardel store or visit us online at mymardellhomeschool.com.